Riley, what you doing with the fabric? Riley, what you doing with the fabric? Riley.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
On first down, it's Taylor, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On second down, it's Taylor, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard, and I think he got a yard to the 41.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 20,
oh my gosh,
they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change
playing
up
with your
what they have
safety.
been doing.
Nice.
It hasn't been working.
They'll set up to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you've got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
That loss of 3,
I like what I see.
Stumble on a promising
Little
drive.
cover 2 action.
2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they've done it here.
Oh my God.
Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On third down,
Get in the end zone.
Taylor. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy. Alert 3, alert 3. Hey.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And
Sir.
they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. A first scoring update now from Carolina. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down,
Oh, Lord.
Dobbins. He'll have a first down past the 40. And
Ran right by him.
down at the
Jesus
38.
Christ.
And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 38-yard line.
Oh, I forgot I had something there, too.
That was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point
Give me
by
that,
them.
sir.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, 30, the 20, 10. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I think the line was 9.5. I had to see what's good with that. You know what I'm saying?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive.
Cut back. No, no, sir.
A lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Trade me Lamar, man. You ain't doing a man right.
24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 27, Jackson.
Oh, my God, really?
It's
Cut it out, Madden.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a
Make
game
the
of
tackle, bro.
strength and
What you
bond.
doing?
It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if
He
he
gonna
can get
run
a
it
matchup
down.
against a linebacker,
He running the ball.
maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the
Slow-ass
35.
Mark Ingram, okay?
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Whoa, what the heck?
Now a handoff here running back. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun.
Wow.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red
I need to
zone
stop trying to get what I'm trying to get from my damn development
But they're getting ready to go
and play
now.
defense for
Prime real
real.
estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Let's go one more. Quick.
They'll run on first down. Benjamin. And he is
Good job,
met
Brian.
in his tracks behind
You know
the line of
Benjamin
scrimmage.
face has.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it
All you
down
want to do is
inside
run
the 20
dive,
to the
huh?
18-yard
It's your
line.
ass.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in
Come
a
on,
good
just take your
spot
3
on
points,
third down.
cuzzo.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Out of bounds.
End zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Cover
Right now
2.
they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice.
Oh,
it. This is the
89.
way you
Stay on,
rehearse it.
cuz.
But right now, the play call
Wow.
locked in really well.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively
There
as
you
they
go,
wanted to.
homeboy.
But I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. Taylor.
Oh boy.
He's got a 1st down.
Oh, that's Earl Thomas.
This down to the 40-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit
Cover
halftime,
2,
as we
huh?
do all season, we'll send
Lord
it
have
down to
mercy.
Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
Man, this man Juke so awful.
Tasker in the business, the coach.
He'll
Cover
get a
2
nice
again,
jump there on the
nice.
1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield.
Feel like cover 2
success
again.
on
God
first
damn.
down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They give to
All right,
Taylor.
slow.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Oh, they definitely cover 2. You in trouble, Bo.
Looking to throw. He's going to let this go for the
Put your
end
feet
zone.
down.
Back to the end zone.
I hate
Could he
this
get his
fucking
feet
game,
down?
bro.
No, it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On first down,
Yeah.
Dobbins, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up the
son of a bitch.
Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll get it up just short of the 35 at the 44.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed cross.
Yo, what the freak?
This is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts.
What league is this? Oh, Sim. Nice. Makes sense. Jesus Christ.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Oh, wow, this fucking game.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, let him take his 3.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Tucker's
still covering
right
the spread. All right.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume.
And I got to get this man a sack or something, tackle for loss, something. Jesus.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. Dobbins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose
nice.
Back at the 38.
Got his joint. Tackle for a loss. Yeah, baby. Over. Now I can play real defense. Got my upgrade.
on 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Yo, this game is so broke. Let me jump, dog.
We do have a flag
It's my
down.
pick.
Let's check in with our referee. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Going to give this time to the tailback.
Make the tackle. Thank you, Miles.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Good tackle, Bo.
Take him down, losing
Pump him a
yardage
rock.
back at the 27. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game.
Oh, Lord. This bum-ass punt.
No yardage to be found.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
All right, I got something to do.
Jaguars come to the line to start
Come on,
their
snap
next
that bitch.
drive.
What you waiting
They
on?
have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead.
Come on.
Defense, don't give up
Earl
any
Thomas
points.
slow ass shouldn't be catching me, dog. See, that's crazy. Man got 85 speed, dog.
Let's see if the offense gets done.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Leonard Fournette. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
He's checking. Go. Hey, watch it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They go to the ground again.
Yeah. Oh, my.
And they'll bring him down after just
This
a
game
short
broke,
pickup.
dog.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Really?
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line.
Let's go, B, let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a gain that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson.
Dude, this game is so broke, yo. How, dog?
Able to knock him down. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Whatever.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
On 2nd down now.
Tackle.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught by the former Sooner.
Shit ass, dog.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 1st down, Dobbins, and he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Jackson. They go with a shuffle pass.
Bro, really?
They find some open field here.
Whatever, Madden.
Get into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score.
I need the ball back.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram.
Okay.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage.
Come on, Ryan.
The 6. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh, baby, don't get him back. Yeah. No, I want to teach you how to hold him.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
I'm going back to you. Under 10. Under 10.
General West.
Check, check. Fresno. 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 He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
Greystone travel. Go.
They run the counter. It's Taylor. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike, check 33. 33. Come on.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On first down, Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On third down, Mark Ingram. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 37-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. He's back to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarter.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Big hit. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I'm going to run you over. Watch the eye. Go. Play. Mike 56. 56. Quit talking about it and bring it. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Miles Jack coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Jaguars, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Go.